Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM20 story from Dorking Wanderers with me, Daniel. It's season 12, episode 3, and today's another one of those I was there moments. It's another one for the bucket list in these long-term stories. We're playing Manchester United for the first time. Missed out on a title by goal difference last year and are looking to chase Liverpool down again this season. So we've got a massive task ahead of us today, but as you can see, we are in good shape. And I say good even though things look remarkable because the table is very tight. So from Arsenal in 5th down to 18th place Sheffield United, who we drew with last episode, that's 7 points. I mean, that's 2 defeats and we could be down there. So we've got to be careful and wary. But so far things have gone better than we could have expected. We've got Michael Stropper out injured at the moment. So just starting to get some on the injury front. But otherwise, things looking really, really good. The only game we've lost since the last episode is the last one against Leicester, who are in 3rd. And we've started to show a bit of that never die spirit like last year. So we'll go and have a look at the results in a moment. We'll look at some of the key performers and the way that we're getting on. And some big contract news as well, which is just as crucial. But firstly, a massive thank you to everyone who continues to follow the series. I'm so grateful for your support. If you are looking forward to this big one against Manchester United, you can see we're still in the Carabao Cup as well, so maybe a cup run to come. Please do put a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't already, click back in the eye above to catch up with the first 2 episodes of this season. It was a fantastic transfer special and in a big doubleheader last time out. So please do go and catch up with it so you're aware of all the new faces at the club and just how we've got to the position we're in now. There's also links to our other playlists up there, such as The Head Coach, where I'll be live streaming a transfer special tomorrow morning. So if you are able to pop along, 10 o'clock we'll be going live. Please do come along, even if you're not following that series, just pop along and say hi. It's great to have a chat and talk to some of the people that have helped support this channel and help it grow along the way. So I really do appreciate your feedback and I'd love it if you could come and join tomorrow morning. As 10 o'clock we'll be live streaming, it'll be the transfer special from The Head Coach, and if you don't want any spoilers, you can catch up with the latest season in the eye above. We also had our 2 Sunday series continue yesterday. Firstly, our FM20 network career, and secondly, our Real Football Stadium series. Review the 92, that's up there as well. Trying to fill the void of not having football. Although as I record this, the Bundesliga should be back next weekend, and in real life should have been back 2 days ago. So fingers crossed that was the case for all of us. But if you want to make sure you don't miss any of that content, please do subscribe down below and turn your notifications on. You'll get alerts as all the new episodes release or whenever we go live with Football Manager content. So we should be having our live stream tomorrow, and then I'm planning to start a live stream series as well. Details on that to come, but I'd really appreciate your support. It's something I'm looking to do more. I've had a great time interacting with lots of you in the chat from there, and hopefully we can do more of that in the future. But let's get back to Dorking Wanderers and the main reason we're here today. We're playing Manchester United, one of the hardest games we'll have this season, competing for titles, starting to win trophies again. I think they won the Carabao Cup last year, and it's going to be a difficult test. So let's see how we got to this stage. You're with me for the first 2 of the season, the missed penalties and the 2 red cards against Arsenal, and after that it all just started to click. And the reason I knew it was going to be good was this Southampton game. Not the fact that we won 3-0, that's the obvious. It's the fact that we got outplayed. It is the worst we'd played in any of the 3 games. So against Sheffield United, bar the penalty, we were a good side, we should have won. Against Arsenal, it was pretty even until the red. And to be honest, against Southampton, we were second best throughout. But in the second half, Jack Walker with a tap in from a muddled set piece, bit of a goalmouth scramble. Ibai Nunes hit a screamer from the edge and Joe Thompson off the bench with a goal. A 3-0 victory, a comfortable result. And it put us out the relegation zone and started to build confidence. We then had another morale booster against League 2 Rotherham in the Carabao Cup. We changed almost the whole team. Kyle Brown, Cotleo and Daniel Allison getting a goal as well. 3 really good performances there. Then a 2-2 draw at Wolves, another one to build momentum and belief. 2-0 down at half-time, we were woeful. We went attacking, Peter McLaughlin the skipper got a goal, and Fraser Cotleo off the bench in the 89th minute. That never say die attitude, those plucky away performances, and they're just starting to come back now. It was followed up after the international break with a 2-1 win at home to Newcastle. 2-0 up in 3 minutes, Aaron White and Prescott with his first for the club, cancelled out by Ryan Carter after 10. But after that, we were so astute and solid defensively. You can see Jack Walker got a really solid rating. Prescott up front was really good, led the line well, worked hard, and we deserved to nick it in the end. A 0-0 draw followed at Reading. Again, Diallo and Baker amongst defensive stars. Boyce had a good game in the holding midfield role. Stropper did really well in goal as well. So a good point there against the relegation rival. And on the road, that could be crucial. We then won 3-0 at League One Blackpool in the Carabao Cup. Parsons on the stroke of half time. Cotley with 2 in the second half for him. He's had a good season as well, to be fair. And then the best of the lot. The 2-0 win away at Tottenham. Ryan Lima, the former Arsenal man, turning up with his first for the club in that one. A brilliant performance overall. Aaron White got one from the other side as well. And we followed that up with a 2-1 win at home to Birmingham. Came from behind with an own goal getting us on level terms before Peter McLaughlin, the skipper, a composed finish into the corner in the 90th minute, and we managed to time waste the last few seconds out. We did unfortunately lose last time to Leicester, 1-0 on the road through an early goal. And unfortunately, with Stropper out injured, it was Ben Barrett who made an individual error. Just a poor judgment, didn't get enough on it, and as a result, it was a 1-0 defeat. But so far, so good. It might change after playing Manchester United and Chelsea. We could have those 2 defeats we spoke about. But then we've got crucial games against Norwich and Watford, who are 2 of the sides expected to be down there with us. Both of them had okay starts. You can look at the table. Watford bottom, but still on 5 points. Norwich on 10 points in mid-table. And it's going to be very close. So let's see what we can do. But today's all about Manchester United. The dynamics are looking good. Things are looking great off the pitch. And we've also had a bit of contract news, which is crucial to this save. So we talked about the summer where we signed Lima and Prescott. We talked about their minimum fee release clauses, that we had to put sell-ons in to get them to join the club. And we were a bit worried about them moving forward. But we've managed to negotiate new deals for both of them. So Martin Prescott has signed a £4,000 a week wage rise and an extra year on his contract. He's improving quickly, as you can see already, and he's obviously scored that first Premier League goal. But more importantly for us, his new deal does not have a fee release clause at all. It's got a relegation one, but I'm quite confident we'll stay up. And if not, we make nearly all of our money back. But most importantly for us, it does not include a sell-on clause to any other club. That is a big bonus for us, and it's a 5-year deal. We've tied him down for his best years. For Ryan Lima, not quite so much luck. His previous minimum fee release was 40 million, which wasn't a great deal more than we paid for him. He has now joined Núñez as the joint highest paid player at the club, but to be honest, for a wonder kid, that makes sense. His new minimum fee release clause means he can only go to clubs in the Champions League, and it is nearly £80 million, so double what it was before. He's not in the England first team yet, so that reaching international appearances, not such a big deal. The relegation fee release is now what his old minimum fee release was, £39.5 million. So it guaranteed a profit if we go down. He's still a wonder kid, he's still improving, and he's having a good season so far. 4 assists in 8 starts, 1 goal 2, and he's becoming that replacement for Council we'd always hoped. I have had a look at Zach Council. He's had a 3-month injury since going to Rangers, so might not be joining us again just yet. But I would love to get him back at some point, particularly if he can stay fit, as we still haven't really got a strong backup on the right. Alan Torloff's had a pretty average season, has struggled in the league, done okay in the cups, but it might just be a step too far for him. So he's someone we might have to sell. But otherwise things are looking great. I mean, what can I complain about, honestly? Peter McLaughlin's got a new deal. Stropper's signed a new deal till 2033. We've got a good backup keeper. We've got a good backup team. Jack Walker's improving, He's overtaken Kyle Brown again. His ability's increasing. He's just reaching his peak. Everything is going right. And we need it to today because we're playing Manchester United, who lost out on the title by 1 goal last season. So still a big attendance here at QPR, the last season before we move into our own home ground again. And this is the 11 and 18 we've gone for against the mighty Red Devils. It's Barrett in goal, no choice on that one. Petrucci and Diallo the fullbacks. Lewis James has a knock as well, which means that Petrucci has to play. We've got Baker and Walker at centre-half, Boyce and Núñez in central midfield, McLaughlin, Lima and White the attacking 3, with Prescott on his own up front. Leading the line, doing a good job. We've got Cotley on the bench if we need it, and a few other game changers such as Porteous. So let's hope we can do something special here. Into the game we go. It's Dorking v Man United. Can we spring the ultimate surprise? It's a 4-2-3-1 for Manchester United, and there's a lot of the wonder kids from the start of the game here. Jude Bellingham, Barrow in midfield, Diaz, Olmo, Kieran Tierney from Arsenal at the start. They've got Jordan Pickford and Ruben Neves among the substitutes. Upamecano, Max Aarons, Marcus Rashford. Wow. And there's a blend of a few regions in there as well. Up front they've got Jones, who won Young Player of the Year in the Premier League last season. an unbelievable young striker. Scored at over 1 in 2 for England, 300 grand a week. And it's just a sign of how far we've come. We had a little alert about our commercial revenue in the last few weeks. And I think ours was about 12 times smaller than the next club up. So ours was something silly like 60 grand, 70 grand. And the next team up was nearly $1 million. I mean, it was ridiculous. So let's just go and get into this. Praise the lads, get them involved. The one thing we are doing generally now, as soon as we get into it, we're dropping to a balanced mentality and we're just trying to see things out for the first 20. That's made a huge difference to the results, and let's hope it can do so today as well. Well, half an hour gone, no highlights, no shots on target for us, but only one for United. And I'm delighted to announce it's basically been a non-event. Jack Walker with a yellow and now McLaughlin, but we're back for the first chance as Lima nicks it back in the right back position. And he's running the length of the pitch here. The Wonder Kid's doing it alone. He's got up in support now. He finds Diallo, the left back. Aaron White. Oh, it's in! It's Dorking leading Manchester United. Oh, Ryan Lima. The last episode we said we were developing this hatred of him because he missed the 2 penalties. We've taken him off those duties and he is becoming spectacular. He ran the length of the pitch after winning it when supporting his right back. Got up and then found Diallo. He laid it in to Aaron White and he's continued what he's done at every level for us. What a fantastic player. And at half time, despite there being no real action, it's Dorking Wanderers 1, Manchester United 0. This could be, on top of the Tottenham game, the greatest result of the series. Let's see if we can hold on in the second half, because United have got a plethora of talent to choose from. And the corner's in immediately. Oh, Baker missed the header, but thankfully it's not gone in. Though they're still on the attack with Bellingham. Chance to cross, good block. It's Diallo out there. He's had a good season at left back so far. A couple of early injuries, but he is starting to improve. And with 5 gone in the second half, we're still holding firm. Well, an hour gone. Almost time to think about changes as United are in. Oh, again. After such a good display, to concede from set pieces is frustrating. And Barrett, again, unfortunately, got caught in no man's land. If he'd stayed on his line, he probably would have caught that. It's not helping that we've lost a bit of height at right back. Petrucci not as good in the air as Lewis James. But it's still 1-0. It's not a disaster. Here's Lima on the right. We're coming forward again. Petrucci delivers into the box. White's there. I tell you what, there's indecision and there's a goal. Aaron White with a brace today. What on earth happened? It was just a hopeful ball in from Petrucci. None of the United defenders took ownership. No one wanted to deal with it. Aaron White walked in from the left and said, well, okay, then I'll have a go. And taps it into the empty net. It is Dorking 2, United 1. And this is certainly going to be a shockwave result. Peter McLaughlin, again, not having a great game. Probably struggling with the burden of the captaincy. Daniel Gilroy will come on for him. We'll give it 5 more and then we'll start resting others as well. But what a result and moment this could be. Nearly 80 on the clock. Lima's not had the best game. I have no idea why he's not rated better because he had the match-winning moment. I mean, he played it to Petrucci there, a key pass before the cross for the goal. And he ran the length of the pitch, made a good tackle and played the second key pass before the goal for the first one. So how on earth he's not got a better rating, I don't know. But Alan Tordoff's going to come on. Inside forward on support. A big moment for him as well. And we'll give it 5 more and then it will be Cotley over Prescott. He's not had the best game. He is struggling a bit, Prescott, but I'm determined to persist with him because he will be top class. And we've just got 5 minutes to hold out here. Mitchell Baker's got a yellow card. We'll get him easing off the tackles. We want no repeat of that Arsenal game. And we're into 5 minutes of stoppage time now. And we're just 5 away from that famous result. So we're going to do all the time wasting tactics, slow the pace down, drop the line of engagement, time waste all the time. We're not going to press the goalkeeper in defence. We're just going to sit behind the ball. But despite that, it's a Dorking highlight again as Gilroy and Diallo play on the left. Finds Gilroy, crosses to Tordoff, header. Oh, it didn't have much on it, but I thought it looked like it was just going to dribble in. Simonetti got down in the end and he throws it long out to the midfielder Jones. He dropped into that number 10 role, almost like a false 9, and he's now taking on the whole team alone. We need a bit of an interception here. Back to Rashford. Oh, that's a great goal. That is a great goal from Marcus Rashford. At 32 years of age, 112 England caps, 485 league appearances for United. And he comes off the bench and scores an absolute cracker. So, do you know what? We're going to take all the time wasting stuff back off. Let's just go back to normal because that clearly didn't work. It's a 2-2 draw by the looks of things. By no means a disaster or anything to be embarrassed about. And it keeps that run of games where we're not losing many. We've lost 1 game at Leicester and we just keep picking up points. And you can see from today, regardless of the result, how we've got into this position. We just never say die. We fight so hard. Although we might lose this here with Rashford. He's made such a difference. He goes back to Tierney. Into the box. Fabiano. Oh, great save, Ben Barrett. The free kick is given for offside. He was not to know. It's a wonderful save and it's made us a point. It finishes Dorking 2, Manchester United 2. And we were a whisker away from getting our most famous result there. We're really pleased with the lads. Again, they're picking up points. And again, they continue to defy all the odds. The young side really fighting hard. And we finish with another point against the mighty United. Youthful Dorking had backs to the wall throughout. But a really good performance. And another point on the board. That leaves us on 16 with 10 played. Almost halfway to that magic mark already. We need to get to 40. And we're going to fight hard to do so. So fingers crossed the other results will go our way. We've got Chelsea next. It doesn't get any easier. They gave us a thrashing in the FA Cup quarter-final last year. And we're just going to have to try and make amends again in that one. But I mean, what more can I really say about these lads? They continue to defy every expectation you'd imagine. They've been brilliant all season. They deserve every point they get here. And I really hope they can do something special. The thing I'm most excited about, as we mentioned, is the potential some of these guys have got, even at this level. So our best rated players are Lima, Baker, Nunes and Boyce, who are 4-star each. They're the 4 that we talked about in the summer being the big players for the club. Stropper not far behind now at 24, very young for a keeper. But look at the potential. McLaughlin's still improving. His passing range is incredible now. And we're moving up to that stage where he's still got 5-star potential. The same for Aaron White on loan, 4.5-star. Martin Prescott, the summer signing, 5-star. Lewis James, 4.5. Petrucci, 5, who played today. Certainly held his own as the backup right back. Porteous, 4-star. Loads on 3.5 as well. These players aren't just at their potential. They're expected to get even better. And I'm really hopeful that 7 or 8 of these could be in the squad long term, even as we try and progress through the Premier League. Remarkably, they've given themselves time to become a top side and win trophies before this FM cycle ends. And that is all I could have asked for. I'm hoping, like last year, we can get to around 20 years. It gives us 8 or 9 seasons to try and get there and win something. And if some of these players can develop into their potential as quickly as we hope, then we could be winning things sooner rather than later. We're in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. We've had friendly draws so far. We've got mid-table Southampton at home next time out. And we've got so many good young players who continue to defy all odds. Let me know in the comments what you thought of that performance. I thought it was remarkable. Again, took it to Manchester United and looked a threat all day. Very unfortunate not to win, though a draw probably a fair result as United had more chances. If you did enjoy the episode though and that brilliant display against the big side, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comments what you think of the season so far, where you think we're going to finish, because I think we're going to be safe, as I said pre-season. But I think we will slide away a bit, probably like our first championship year. We started really well in that one and started to think what if, and then it just sort of ran down a little bit. We will get injuries as the year goes on. If we go further in the cups, maybe we prioritise them if we're safe. We do have to think about all those things. But we've got a bit of a weird spell over Christmas, so that's the one we're going to come back for. You may have noticed it here already. We've got our 2 Premier League games against Liverpool in the space of 3 days. So we're at home to them on Boxing Day and away on the 28th of December. Slightly weird scheduling, but I think that's going to be the next episode. We will show a Liverpool double-header. The champions in waiting, likely to be the champions again. We've helped them today with United drawing, but it's a very bizarre way to have the fixture scheduled, so let's take advantage of it. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please do subscribe down below and turn your notifications on. You'll get daily alerts as FM20 content releases on the channel. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll have a 1 day off our normal schedule so we can live stream the transfer window. From the Head Coach or other series at 10 AM, we will be live letting our director of football loose. So let's see how he gets on, as we have no say in transfers or contracts in that one. We just have to wait and see what he produces in a massive summer for Burnley Football Club. If you haven't already, please do catch up in the eye above with our 2 Sunday series. I really do appreciate your support with the new content. And thanks so much for watching again as we put in another brilliant performance. Defying the odds, that is the slogan of the season. And I hope you'll join me next time as we continue to try and do so.